Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. I guess I need to figure out what went wrong over here. But anyway, hello and good morning and welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, a roundtable discussion about SEMA, the Specialty Equipment Marketing Association in Las Vegas, a huge, basically, car show. Erica Ender's 5th World Pro Stock Championship.
There you go. I saw that live.
And we got some other things that we're going to spring on you, and I think that you're going to enjoy the show today. Mr. Mars reviews the 2023 Grand Wagoneer. Notice I didn't say the Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
Well, you just did.
It just is the Grand Wagoneer, because that's all it says on the outside of the car. Conrad has the events calendar. Later we'll have a look at the stories making automotive news headlines. Well, howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Zekin always. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. Thank you very much. It's been a frightful hour sitting in the studio this morning because, as usual, we've had some sort of a hiccup. I'm putting that mildly and cleanly. A hiccup with all of the... See, everybody's got a computer.
I've never smelled a hiccup like that before.
It smelled really bad, didn't it? Anyway, so it's going to be a great show, I'm sure. I'm just feeling it deep down inside me. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
You're feeling it deep down inside? Yeah. I'm talking about the show.
It's like heartburn.
Heartburn. So... at any rate, yes, we do not have a guest this segment, which is probably a good thing because all we wind up doing is embarrassing ourselves right out of the box, even more when we have a guest.
No, not at all.
Some of us.
You don't think so?
No, I think we have fun. I think we put a lot of effort into this, and some of it's like the last 5 minutes before the show goes on. We put way more effort into it than we do the rest of the show because we want to make sure it comes up and runs properly.
That's true.
Theoretically.
Isn't that right, Mars?
Yes, sir.
Let's hear you say that.
Theoretically?
Theoretically.
There you go.
I don't know what the problem is with that.
Yeah, it's not spelled that way or it's not pronounced that way.
Let me see. So say it again.
You say it.
No, he's got me saying
theoretically.
There you go. You're right.
There's no theory involved in it.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
So SEMA seemed to be, we had lots of friends.
Conrad's going to take off and move the show in a different direction, I think.
SEMA, we had lots of friends go to SEMA. You know, Randy Borcherding with Paint House, and he put his Corvette in the...
That was a 60s model Corvette. Was that a C2?
67.
Yeah. So it was a C3.
C3. And he put it...
Corvettes
C3.
in SEMA.
And he put it in the Griot's garage and got lots of attention. Actually, Bruno Massel, who is one of the commentators for NHRA on TV, he had reposted that car talking about one of the best cars he saw at SEMA.
Bruno's also an NHRA driver, too.
Yeah, he drives a Chevy Cobalt with a Toyota 2JZE turbo motor in it, which is one of those monster motors out of a Supra. The older Supra. And so he commented he thought that was one of the best cars at SEMA. And then, of course, Richard Tomlin and his Jeep Wagoneer was also at SEMA and got lots of good comments from other people. And Laura Ashley did the interior and stuff, and now the car is going to go on a national tour with Laura Ashley. And then the Lilienthals must have been at SEMA.
Yes, they were there. They'll get back Friday night. And
they will get back
us.
where?
Well, they'll get back to
Yesterday.
their house.
Yesterday.
Last night, and they're going to join us this morning.
So
okay.
we've got some good folks that follow the show and are friends of the show and partners of the show that are in the automotive world that we just love.
Yep. And if you
well put.
I have put pictures of Borcherding's Corvette on our Facebook page over time as the build was happening. And you've got to see that the red color, and he does such a great job with red and blues.
It's kind of a cross between a red and a maroon and a cherry and a candy apple, and it's truly
stunning.
Yeah, it is.
Stunning.
I've never seen a color like it, but that's what he's known for.
The mixture is sort of like a pumpkin strudel muffin.
That we were happy enough to have Kathy
I
make
thought I'd
for us
throw
this
that in
morning for
there.
breakfast.
What would we do? What would he do without Kathy? We'd be unfed,
Yeah, I look like
Well,
I
either
look
that-
like I'm undernourished.
and it would either be that or it would be donuts from Shipley's.
Yeah,
that
or
I guess-
kolaches or
they didn't
whatever.
know what to do with you not
Yeah, I
standing
think they had to
outside the
close
front
this
door
morning.
at 5
beating on,
o'clock.
Let me in.
We'd be unfed and undecorated.
Well, we're definitely undecorated. So the SEMA show, it's truly amazing. As big as that show is, and with all of the people that follow everything that comes out of that show, and I mean, we got Meekum auction. Every time there's an auction, we've got a Meekum auction on TV.
Yep.
Why wouldn't we have a special broadcast while the SEMA show was on, while it was going on in Las Vegas? At least a couple of hours on Motor Trend TV. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I understand that there's logistical problems as far as covering that massive convention center. That's the biggest convention center
Well,
I have ever been in
multiple
my life.
convention centers. It's not just one.
Well,
I think
that's
it's
the
like,
thing. Yeah.
I think it's like 3 in the parking lot between all of them, and they fill it all up.
Well, at any rate,
Because remember, at SEMA, they have Apexes out there as well.
Yeah, but that's over at the Sands Convention Center.
Okay.
We could just do it from the blackjack table. That'd be great.
Is that your game of choice?
Not necessarily.
what is your game of choice?
Old Maid.
Yeah.
Mine is fish.
Whichever
No
one,
fish.
whichever one I lose my money slowest at is the one that I like.
You drag out the pain.
Yes.
I'm a craps guy. I like.
Yeah,
throwing-
we smelled it earlier.
that wasn't me. I like throwing dice.
Really?
Yeah, because it's really the only game they can't interfere with the odds. You know, they can mess with you in blackjack. You know, there's still some places that do 1-deck blackjack, but most of those places are doing 5, 6, 7-deck blackjack.
Three minimum, yeah.
You know, so that helps the house.
Because you can't count the cards.
Right. And I've never liked roulette. You know, they can't really mess with you in roulette, but I've never really liked roulette.
That's your worst odds.
Yeah.
Roulette's your worst odds?
Yeah, by
I
far.
thought Keno was.
Yeah, but Keno's $2 when you're sitting there eating dinner.
Of course.
That's right. Well, the only thing you're missing at the buffet is John Panette.
Oh, yeah. You eat too
There
much.
used to be those buffets were pretty amazing. I don't know if they are anymore.
I don't know.
Well, they are, but they're no longer $5 or $6. They're more like 30.
$30. Is it
25
still
and
all
30
you can
last
eat?
time I was there.
Is it still all you can eat?
What I remember, yeah.
Probably.
But again, it's been probably 5 or 6 years since I was at SEMA, and it was that way then. But I mean, I was a little amazed. It was $25 to $30 for the buffet.
But see, that's just a ploy. All you can eat. How
much
I can't,
can you eat?
exactly.
Well, it depends on
I
what
can't.
food they're putting out. You know, if it's lobster, scallops.
If you
filet
like
mignon,
lobster and scallops, yeah, it's great. But a lot of people don't. Some
or-
people have allergies.
or king crab claws that are gone before 3 people get up there, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking some White Castle hamburgers on
There
the
you go.
buffet.
That'll
A
work.
couple of chili dogs. There you go.
That's me.
So-
That's usually my Thanksgiving down at the George R. Brown Convention Center in Autorama, which, by the way, we will be broadcasting from. And
It's over there.
we'll be hearing some commercials from Autorama today.
I'll run those.
And I have a rundown, a sheet of all of the things that is going to appear at Autorama. Why don't we just do that right now? Because I'm pretty excited about the guests that they're going to have.
Did we finish with Randy's car?
Bad Chad and Jolene Chad
Oh,
from
okay.
Bad Chad's Customs.
Oh.
They're going to be there Friday from 1 to 5.
He has created a huge following.
Yeah, me included.
I do as well because he is truly an artist without funding. I don't know how to say that nicely.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
that
But
makes
but
sense.
I think that the show is now funding him, and I think that he does sell his rides that he builds. But they're up in Canada, another Canadian show.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then on Saturday, when we're there, Dave Kindig from Bitchin' Rides.
Oh, yeah, Dave.
He's going to be there from 1 to 4.
We need to get him on.
Well, we need to get a hold of our good friend, that our connection with Autorama, Larry Way. Get hold of Larry and say, hey, Larry, I know that he's probably going to be tight on time, as he always is, and everybody else that you bring, just bring them by the booth. And you know what? If nothing else, after we go off the air, we can always go back on the air with a special afterwards when he gets there before the 1 o'clock signing that he's going to have.
Record it.
And Larry's been kind enough to do that for us in the past. He's got us, Gene Winfield multiple times.
Yeah, Gene,
cool.
when he's there for like the whole event, chopping cars and stuff, he's absolutely. But last time Chip Foose was there, and Larry said, "Larry, you bring him by the booth." Yeah, he did. You got to shake hands with Chip while you're walking, because he didn't hardly slow down.
Yeah. Then on Sunday, Danny Coker and Kevin Mack from TV's Counting Cars. They're going to be there Sunday from 1 to 4.
Well, what a cool collection of
Guests.
TV, automotive, I'm going to say icons.
Well, kind of.
All three of them are pretty
Builders.
amazing people. Yeah.
Builders.
Of course, they're going to have the Pinstripers panel, jam, and charity auction. Lowrider vehicles all weekend long.
Well worth wandering through and looking at the true craftsmanship in the lowrider
You've
stuff.
always been a big lowrider fan.
I'm not a fan of the genre. I'm a fan of the craftsmanship they do. The mural work, the paint work, the
Etching.
The engraving,
chrome
etching, yeah.
and stuff. I mean, it's breathtaking to look at that. Somebody spent, a couple of 100 hours doing some of that bumper
Or more,
etching.
yeah.
And the paint, the 70s style paint work of the paneling and stuff.
One of the silliest things that I've always liked at Autorama? Silly. Because I never buy anything. The swap meet.
Oh, yeah.
Go there and see. I've actually put some stuff in years and years ago at a Corvette show. They had a swap meet. Sold all of it. All of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stuff that I'd taken off the old Corvette.
Well, they say that's someone else's treasure.
Yeah,
Someone's,
but some of the stuff, they pull in whole cars, rusted hunks of, and they
On
sell that
trailers.
stuff, yeah.
If you want it, you can have the trailer, too. That's an extra several $100.
Because there's always something there. I
Yeah.
mean, I've seen several things like there was a 3-deuce setup. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what it fit, but I always wanted a 3-deuce setup.
Yeah, what a pain in the butt to try to tune that.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything to put it on except for the coffee table. So
The coffee table with the drag racing slick that's all wore out,
Yeah,
and the piece of
underneath
glass that came off of the actual kitchen table that you bought at some other junk.
Or your wife gets home and there's a transmission in the bathtub.
There's that.
Again.
Yeah. Or, let's see, what was it?
And a set of cylinder heads in the dishwasher because you had to clean them out.
I
And
went
it smells
to
like gum out.
a Corvette Expo in Oklahoma City, and there was a under the hood part that our buddy in the Corvette Club had to paint, so painted it in the shower. The whole room smelled like a big paint booth.
Oh, yeah.
And knock, knock, knock on the door. Hello, sir. We're getting an odor out here in the hallway. We don't know where it's coming from. You can't come in because we don't have any clothes on. Not. But, so we stopped the
Now,
painting.
how odd was that?
Oh,
Don
you're
and
talking
another
about
guy-
he did it in the shower of the hotel room?
Yes.
Don and another guy are in the shower
At
and they
the
don't have any clothes on.
Yeah.
At the Holiday Inn in downtown, about a block from the convention center in Oklahoma City. You probably know where that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
How funny.
Yeah, the painting in the hotel room.
Nice.
Let's see what else is going to go on there. There is going to be, obviously, the hottest custom cars and outstanding hot rods. It's going to be a really good show this year. And every year we say this, and it is true, they always have new stuff there. It's not the same cars
Right.
all through the entire show. You'll see some.
Well, especially the Magnificent Seven are always new cars.
They have to be.
New to the show.
Correct.
And
Well, explain to the folks listening that are going to subscribe what the Magnificent Seven is.
so the judges go through and choose the 7 premier cars that fit the categories, and one of those categories is it must never have been shown at Houston Autorama before, and they compete for the Millwinders Award, which is a beautiful trophy that's sponsored by Craig Bierman and Speed Sport Chrome, and actually I'm pretty sure he made the trophy.
He did.
And
chromed it.
and that is kind of the Riddler Award of the Houston Autorama.
Yeah, it's our local Riddler.
You know, it's a pretty high level award.
It's prestigious.
I think the what was it, a couple of years ago that
The guy that had
the Graham won it. Did the Graham win it, or did the Vicky win it?
It was the Graham, and it was a 4-door sedan to start off with, but the guy took 2 of the doors off of it and chopped it in the middle and made it a 2-door coupe.
It's sectioning.
And it was absolutely the most
Stunning.
And I pressed him on how much money he had into it, and he wouldn't say because he was afraid it would get back to his wife.
Yeah, his wife knows.
No, she doesn't know.
Well,
Yeah,
he's got
if
an
she
idea.
had any clue, she would have
If it's his
divorced
wife,
him.
yeah, well, she
and the
But
neat,
we know how that is. You got a car,
Yeah.
and you got the girlfriend, and we could have gone to. No, I had to spend a little bit of money and get this particular part, and so there's that.
and to do a Graham, a shark-nosed Graham of all things, that was unusual in itself.
Yes, it was. So how much are the tickets?
That's what I was going to ask.
General admission is $23.
Not bad.
6 to 12, $5.
There you go.
Children 5 and under, free. But why? Why would you bring a child under 5? Unless you couldn't get a babysitter.
Oh,
Strollers,
that's true. And
yeah.
You're exposing the youngsters into the automotive.
Not under
world.
5.
Well,
They could care less.
Yeah, you're exposing them to scratching somebody's car.
Back again
good parents.
by popular demand, the Tuner Galleria. Saturday only. 200 tuners, imports, JDM, luxury vehicles, music, and models.
And they all drive in on one end of Autorama, show off their cars,
And
and
then drive out, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, very
That's
much
the
so.
section where they used to have the auction.
Yes.
Right.
And, I kind of miss the auction.
I do too. Yeah.
But I guess it didn't work out for them, whatever the case may be. But I love the guests that they're having this year.
No wrestler? Usually they have a pretty high-level WWE wrestler.
Well, is WWE still in business? I see that somebody else now is promoting wrestling. I don't see WWE.
Mike's going to dress up like a sumo wrestler. And
Yeah. But no, yeah, to your question, yeah, WWE's still going. They have a couple of TV shows still on. But there's a TNT and a couple of others.
Well, you
that
and your
are-
mom watch that, don't you?
Yeah, we do. She prefers what is the one with the martial arts kick thing?
Yeah, huh?
MMA.
Yeah, that's it.
Really, I can't imagine your mother watching that and enjoying it. But
Well,
whatever.
I didn't imagine her watching John Wick. She's seen every John Wick movie there is and watches them repeatedly.
I've never seen the first one.
He shoots a lot of people in the head.
Not surprised.
Kind of like we do here on this on this broadcast.
That's what we're going to do after the show. We're going to shoot each other.
All right.
Shoot
Well,
ourselves in the
somehow, some way, we've managed to
So what
waste
else?
away.
18
What else
minutes.
is at Autorama? Anything we missed?
Nope, I think that's about it. But it's 4 days of frolic and fun. Opens on Thanksgiving afternoon and continues through that Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend.
Frolicking
So if
is
you want to
good.
work your way through your Thanksgiving food coma, come to Autorama.
Time now for the events calendar, and Conrad has the events calendar.
Yep, and Cywood's FFA car show.
Could you move that microphone a little closer to your mouth, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. That's fine.
All right. Well, we'll start then at Taps and Turbos Car Show at the No Label Brewing, and that's on First Street in Katy, and that's this afternoon at 12:30. It starts. Also is Nifty 50s tonight up in the Woodlands. Track Casual at Speed Sport in New Caney. The track event, it's $150. It starts at 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. 7 p.m. tonight is Driver City Fast Cars and Cigars meet at Casa de Monte Cristo off of
Sounds
FM
like a cigar.
96. It is.
Or a
Monte
salad.
Cristo is a very famous cigar.
But
Or a salad.
but you said the location is at some Monte Cristo.
Yeah, that's the name of the business.
Okay.
And that's off of 6608 1960. And it's an open cruise-in. The Wunschke Car Show is at Wunschke High School in Spring, and that starts at 3 p.m. Tonight. Classic Cars at Brazoria County Cruise-In at the Lubies in Lake Jackson starts at 6 p.m. tonight, 7 p.m. tonight. Dayton Cruisers Monthly Street Meet, and it's Dayton. There's not much you have to go look for. You'll see it.
Thank you, Dayton.
Apparently, you've been through there a couple of times.
A million times
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah. With the one yellow light that you just kind of blow through at 90 miles
No,
an
they
hour?
got more lights than that.
Okay.
They got like 4. Brookshire Brothers Cruise-In in Montgomery, Texas starts tonight at 5 p.m.
How many lights are in Neaterville? You got lots of
Oh,
street
yeah.
lights?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, it gives the cops something to do.
None of them work.
The cop with the one.
And then Wharton Cruise Night is tonight off of Domino's Pizza on Bowling Highway, and that starts at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. tonight is Kingwood Classic Cruisers and Coffee at the Whataburger in Kingwood.
Okay. Time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars has a look at the not Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Grand Wagoneer.
I'm sorry,
Grand
Wagoneer.
Cherokee is the Jeep.
Okay.
So, and this is a 2023 model. We got kind of a pre-production sheet out of it instead of your regular Monroney, but it's a 2023 Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer, and it's the L, so it's a little bit longer than the regular Grand Wagoneer.
L, length.
Lengthwise, yes. Standard 4x4. It comes in. You can get it in 4 trim levels, and great naming, Series 1, Series 2, stuff like that. So it's easy to keep up with. But this is a big, full-size SUV, and again, we had the extra long one, so it's extra L size. And it is definitely a full-size vehicle. Now, if you look at it, you're going to look at it and say, yeah, well, that looks like it's got the Jeep grill on it. It's got some Jeep styling lines on it. We had the Baltic gray with the black centered-out wheels options, and it was really a nice-looking package on it. We also had the auto-retracting side steps. Now, these side steps were wide. They were wider than normal, and it was really nice because I got this silly boot on my foot, and it would not slip off there. I mean, it was great. I liked it. But when it tucked up under, it actually tucked up under, and it looked like part of the body, the lower valance panels
The
down
rockers.
there. And it was a nice fit, nice look the way they did that. It's got air suspension on it. It's got power lift gate, which to me, the lift on it is too low. I felt like I had to duck. I didn't have to, but it's close enough.
It didn't have an adjustment on it to fix that?
I couldn't find it. Could not find one, and I found several other people complaining about it too. Because when you stepped up underneath it, you ducked. You were yeah.
So the rear gate just doesn't go up high.
Correct.
I don't think it does, and there may be an adjustment, and I couldn't find it, though, anyplace. We had the 22-inch polished wheels with the black inserts that I mentioned. We also had a tow package on it. Now, you go onto the inside of it, and it's pretty much get in your face kind of thing. You know, it had this leather seating, and it was in such a almost like an orange color. I mean, you can see it there on the video, and it's really nice. I mean, it looks kind of stark or like in your face, but it's really nice. So we had the front heated and ventilated seats, had massaging on the seats. Used that quite a bit. The second row seat had heat and venting. There was the second row also has a 10-inch panel on the back of the front seat for the entertainment system.
I saw that, yeah.
And up front, entertainment system, it had a Macintosh audio system with 23 speakers. I mean, this is a fine system. Had the 12-inch info screen that also up for the handle all your convenience controls, your entertainment, all that great stuff. And it had the digital rearview mirror with the camera in it, and I'm getting to where I really like that thing. We also had the wireless Apple audio USB ports everywhere for everybody, so there's nobody looking for a USB port for your electronics. Now, up under the hood, this is a big vehicle again, but we had a 3.0-liter twin turbo. Actually has an engine cooler on it. Yes, inline six-cylinder. 510 horsepower.
Oh, this is the Hurricane.
Yes, the twin turbo. 510 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque.
Wow.
So it's backed by an 8-speed automatic transmission. As I said, it's got a 4x4 on it. We had the tow package. The EPA says you should be looking for 14 to 19. And again, we had an early pre-release document that goes with it. I drove it right at 300 miles, and over the whole package, I got 17 miles to the gallon. This thing has got plenty of power out on the highway and around town. You don't have to juice it. You don't have to kick the turbos.
500 horsepower.
It's
How was
there.
the on-ramp acceleration test?
It's really, for a vehicle that size, it's pretty impressive. I have to tell you, I was a little concerned over the size of the engine with that size of vehicle, but that's why you can do some of the things you can. Again,
What kind of things can you do?
the
Jimmy
speed,
Buffett.
the towing, and manage the air suspension with the wide steps. It really is a lot more user-friendly to get in and out of that vehicle. And to drive it, because of the way they've got it set up, it actually drives like a smaller vehicle. You don't really feel like you're in a really big vehicle. Now, you get into the parking lot, you know you're in a big vehicle. But it's got the surround view cameras, so you can use all these technology things to help you out. If you're, it's an L, so the base trim price on the L model is $91,495.
Whoa.
We had a couple of options. So our MSRP is
Did it
tested
kick it over 100?
109,225.
Yeah.
109.
Now, if you're looking for something to compare this to, again, trying to compare finding vehicles at will, you could look at the Escalade with the Sport Package, the V6 4x4, and it starts at $94,000. The Lincoln Navigator, the L Reserve, trying to find something comparable, starts at $94,500. So they're all priced in that same range, about that size.
in that
Oh, yeah.
upper
You start bouncing them up.
100,
And I had a lot of people that looked at this vehicle. They really liked the way it looked, particularly the audio
Did you
system.
like the way it looked?
I did. I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it drove. I could see this being a vehicle that I would consider if I could afford a vehicle that price. That was what everybody else kind of backed up whenever I told them the price on it. But up to that point, they really liked it. And again, Jeep is trying to, or Chrysler, or Stellantis, I guess is who it is trying to separate this luxury vehicle away from the Jeep brand. Nobody's going to pay $109,000 for a Jeep. However, I did find where it says Jeep on there in two places.
Where did it say that?
I'm not telling you. You got to have to find it.
Hey, I liked it. I thought it was a huge vehicle.
It
It
is.
impressed me as being like a suburban size.
Yes,
That's
and when
what
you
impressed
open up the back deck to put the cargo in behind the third row seat, there's a lot of room back there.
The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeart Radio app. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. We also stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are at your fingertips from your favorite podcast source. Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. Starting to work on your Christmas calendar? Be sure to add the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Saturday, December 17th. You'll want to attend Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods. And get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition, Saturday, December 17th. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate the Christmas season with friends and family at Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, December 17th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Want to take a minute to tell you about Gulf Coast Auto Shield, a Houston detail company like no other. Gulf Coast Auto Shield offers paint correction services that'll give your car, truck, or SUV a like-new shine. Afterwards, you'll want to protect it with a professionally installed nano-ceramic coating or protection film. Worried about your very expensive windshield getting damaged, broken, or cracked? Let Gulf Coast Auto Shield install ExoShield, a windshield protection film. Give John Gray a call today or check out their website, gcautoshield.com. Hey, whether you own a new, ultra-expensive, exotic, or a 5-year-old Suburban, Gulf Coast Auto Shield will help keep your investment looking like the day it rolled off the assembly line. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is conveniently located on the South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of I-69, the Southwest Freeway. Meet the staff and check out all of their services online right now at gcautoshield.com.
Hey, Houston! America's greatest hot rod tradition is back! Thanksgiving weekend! The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama! at the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 action-packed days of hot rods, customs, classics, trucks, performance cars, and live music. Do not miss the Ultimate Lowrider Showcase, sponsored by Shorty's Hydraulics and the Traditional Rod Garage. Saturday only, it's the Tuner Galleria with 250 imports, JDM, and luxury cars, plus music and models. On the celebrity stage, presented by Nick's Auto Repair and Classic Car Restoration, meet Bad Chad and wife Jolene from Bad Chad Customs on Friday. Saturday, it's Dave Kindig from TV's Bitchin' Ride. Sunday, it's Danny Coker and Kevin Mack from TV's Counting Cars. Shop the swap meet and women's world all weekend. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama. November 25th to 28th at the George R. Brown Convention Center. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.